My name is FCS Jeremiah Karanja, a governance practitioner, a HR practitioner, and an advocate of the High Court of Kenya, currently serving as the Chief Executive Officer, Institute of Certified Secretaries. I also hold various other positions of leadership in various institutions. I am passionate about the subject of governance, subject of ethics, and leadership. And that has led me to speak to thousands upon thousands of board members, senior management, employees, leaders in various capacities, including upcoming leaders in schools and other institutions. And out of that, after my many years of speaking and consultancies in that area, I was inspired to document some of my experiences into a book. And one of the books that I have written in that aspect is called The Animal Farm International Limited. The Animal Farm International Limited starts from an analogy where taking the story in the book of Genesis of a man called Noah who built an ark, and he called upon people to come and enter the ark. There were floods, and those who never entered the ark were destroyed by the floods. And then I take that analogy and place it in the animal kingdom. This time the rains are coming, only that the rains are coming to the jungle in the animal kingdom, and the animals come together and create a company called the Animal Farm International Limited. They float shares, they elect a board of directors, they employ staff members, and they have other stakeholders. And these animals behave in a certain manner which is depicting the behaviors of human beings. And among the behaviors is where the shareholders want to exploit the organization and stakeholders because they want to absolutely get the profits, maximize the profits. The board members have their own interest within the board because some are there as entrepreneurs, others are there to see that their relatives get jobs and all manner of things. Similarly, employees have their own interest in this Animal Farm International Limited, and therefore each of these players, instead of focusing on the sustainability of the institution, are pulling away for their own selfish interest. But also the book addresses the group dynamics within an organization, because in the boardroom there are ruggles. Some board members are fighting over romance, others are fighting because of conflict of interest and all that. Others is just egos which are conflicting. We can see the CEO and the chair in heated disputes and all that. And that is also what happens even in the real boards. We also see even among us the staff members, a lot of conflicts, a lot of fighting and stabbing on each other. Others are pulling each other down, what we call PhD, pull him down. They don't want to see others succeed. And all these dynamics then threaten the ultimate objective, that is to build an ark to save the animals through the Animal Farm International Limited. But eventually when they see the rains are almost coming, they speak to each other and ask themselves, what are we doing to ourselves? We will all perish unless we work together. And eventually the animals decide to work together and they build the ark, and then they are able to save themselves. This book, therefore, is depicting what happens in real case scenarios in organizations of what we call group dynamics, where when you bring individuals who are so diverse and have different personalities, different thinking, different experiences, they bring all these experiences to the organization, and before they board to work together, the organization may face turbulence. But the important thing this book does is then to come up with recommendations as a leader. Then how do you ensure that the group dynamics work in the favor of the organization instead of defranchising the stakeholders and the rest of the people involved in the organization? Thank you very much. You can get a copy of this book, which I would recommend to anyone in board leadership, anyone in organizational development, or whether as a leader, as an employee, as a consultant, because it portrays the true picture of institution. You can contact the numbers on the screen or visit the institute and you'll be able to secure your copy. Thank you.